Yeah, girl. Oh, you really like my makeup? Thank you. Oh my god. Did I spend a lot of money on my makeup, girl? I went to the drugstore and I spent $10 or less on all the makeup that I used. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, hey, what's up? Welcome. My name is Vianney Strick. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. So today I decided to do a video on this look right here, and I use products that are only either $10 or under to show you that you can do a beautiful look on a budget. So yeah, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, what are you doing? Join the squad, okay? Join the squad. We're having so much fun here. And really quickly, I do have a Q&A video coming up, so if you have any questions for me, any at all, comment them down below and I will be sure to answer them. What's up, guys? So, before we get started, I do want to mention that I do not know all the prices of all the products off the top of my head. I'm not that smart. So, I am gonna just put them right here on the screen somewhere, so you guys know the prices of everything. It is $10 and under, so we're good to go. So let's just get started on the eyes. Okay, so for the eyes, I'm gonna use what I always use, my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I'm gonna put that all over my eyelids and I'm gonna blend it out with a sponge. Again, I do really like this concealer because it gives great coverage with not as much product, so it creates a nice thin layer for eyeshadow. And I'm just gonna set that with the light side of my Wet n Wild contour palette in the shade Dulce de Leche. For the eyeshadow look, I'm gonna go in with two palettes. First is the Covergirl True Naked palette in the shade Roses. And it looks like this. And the other palette I'm gonna be using is the e.l.f. Matte for Mattes palette, and it looks like this. So I'm just gonna use a mixture of both of those. I'm first going to take a mixture of that light pink shade and that middle kind of warm brown shade and put that on my crease. So today we are going to be doing a half cut crease, so I'm making sure that I bring in the color all the way in here in the inner corners so that when I cut the crease right here, the color still shows. And then I'm going to go in with a flat brush and the Covergirl palette and take that middle matte purple shade and put that on the outer corner, on the outer half of my eyelid. To darken that outside corner and the crease a little bit, I'm going to take that plum shade in the e.l.f. Matte for Mattes palette and really define it. I know it's getting a little messy, but I am going to clean it up with a makeup wipe, so no worries. And then I'm going to go back in with my fluffy brush and their transition shades just to blend it all out. So now, we're going to cut the crease. I am going to use a flat brush and just use that same concealer that we used to prime our eyes. I'm going to grab some and just cut the inner corner half of my eye, and I'm also going to take it out a little bit higher than my crease just so when I open my eyes you can still see the eyeshadow that we're going to put on. And then don't worry if it doesn't look perfect because we can fix it with eyeshadow after. So I'm not going to set my concealer, I'm going to go straight in with the shade that I want to have on the lid. So I'm going to go in with that shimmery shade, that rose one, right in the middle in the Covergirl True Naked palette, and just pat it on. And then just to make it a little bit lighter, I'm going to go in with that light champagne shimmery shade in the Covergirl palette and put that right on top. Now I'm going to go back into that plum shade in the Matte for Mattes palette just to really blend out all the edges. And to highlight my brow, I'm just going to take the lightest shade in the Covergirl palette and put that on my brow bone. Okay, now that the eyeshadow is done, I am going to go in with my NYX Matte Liquid Liner and I'm just going to wang it out. Okay, so I absolutely hate is a strong word. I hate doing wing liner. It's my worst nightmare. I'm literally like shaking with my mirror, like I'm just not very good at it, so it is what it is. So let's just curl our lashes and move on with our lives. I'm going to be using my Maybelline the Falsies Push Up Drama Mascara to give a thin coat of mascara before we put on some fake lashes. I am going to be using the Ardell Mega Volume Lashes in the style 250. Okay, look at those lashes. So I guess it's time to move on to the face. So to primer skin, I'll be using the Wet n Wild primer, and I'm just gonna rub that all over my face. I feel like this background is making my skin look extra pale, or maybe my face is just pale. So for foundation, I'm gonna be using the L'Oreal True Match. I love this foundation. It was like literally the only one that I wore for a long time. I am gonna just put a little bit of my Milani foundation just to darken it up just a little bit. And I'm just gonna spread that all over my face and blend it out with a sponge. Now we're gonna correct those dark circles with the NYX Dark Circle Corrector in the shade Medium. And going back in with our Maybelline concealer to highlight the face. I'm gonna set my face with my Wet n Wild contour palette. To contour the face, I'm going to be using that same contour palette with a small angled brush, and I'm just going to chisel out my whole face. And to bronze their face, I'm going to be using this big bronzer from Wet n Wild, and it's in the shade Bikini Contest. So I'm gonna bake my contours and my smile lines with that same Wet n Wild contour palette. Okay, and while this bakes, let's just finish out the eyes. I'm gonna take that plum shade in the e.l.f. palette and run that really close on my lash line. And to blend it out, I'm gonna take the transition shades that we use in the e.l.f. palette and blend it out. I'm gonna line my waterline with my Rimier Nude liner per usual. And then to finish out the eyes, I'm just gonna do that light shimmery shade in the Covergirl palette and put that in my inner corner. For blush, I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. blush palette, and I'm just gonna take these bottom two shades. For a lip liner, I'm gonna go in with whatever's left of that lip liner, which is my NYX lip liner in the shade Mauve. And for lipstick, I'm gonna be using my Rimmel Kate Moss lipstick in the shade 104. And then just to darken this up a little bit, to give it more of like a purpley, not such a pink color, I'm gonna go in with Beeper and just put a little bit on top. For highlight today, I'm gonna be using my Wet n Wild Boozy Brunch. Okay, and to set my face, I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild setting spray. So yeah guys, this is how the look came out. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you learned about some new products that are $10 or less, which shows you don't need to be spending so much money for good products. You know, I own mostly drugstore products, and everyone, you know, who compliments my makeup thinks that I spend so much money, and I really don't. It's really just about, you know, knowing how to use the products, because there are some gems out there. So I hope that I showed you some of these products. And yeah, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I hope you guys are having a great day or night wherever you are. And I hope to catch you in my next video. Bye. Wang liner. I'm from Texas and I do wang liner. I do live in Texas. I'm not making fun of anybody, okay? Let's do the underlash. The underlash line. What is that? I'm itchy. My oven's preheated. Time to eat.